Good afternoon. My name is Rich Collins. I'm the Emergency Services Director for Sarasota County. And joining me today is Chuck Henry, our Health Department Director and Health Safety Officer for Sarasota County for the State Department of Health. Chuck, thanks for joining me today.
Pleasure to be here, Rich.
So today, Chuck, we launched a new registration system to better help our residents be able to get into a queue and a line for registration to get vaccine as vaccine becomes available. Why don't you talk a little bit and tell us how that's going so far today? It started at about noon.
Well, we went live at noon, and actually the process has gone really well. As of 4 p.m. today, we have about 58,000 unique individuals registered or registrants. Many of those include 2 individuals, so probably 70,000 plus individuals registered for vaccines. We're not aware of any problems with web crashes or website problems. We have had some high traffic on our phone bank system, and so the launch included a phone number that people can call if they need assistance registering or if they don't have a computer. And they have experienced high call volumes, as we expected, during these first hours of operation. So I want viewers to know if they call those numbers, and that number is 941-861-VAX, V-A-X-S, or 8297. If they call that number and get a busy signal, that means there's over 600, right at 600 people in the queue, because that's the max in the queue that can be on hold. If you get into the queue and you're on hold, right now the average wait times are about an hour. I know that's a little inconvenient for individuals, but we expect the volumes to begin to decrease over the next day or so, and then things should be pretty smooth. But it's really important to have that option for phone in for citizens that don't have computers or that may need some help and assistance registering.
You know, Chuck, the registrations were overwhelming in the first few minutes, and the system performed quite well. As I understand, we had like 42,000 registrants within the first 30 minutes, about 1,400 a minute, over 158,000 page views of our COVID-19 page for vaccination. So the system and ability for people to get in and register and only have to do it once and be in the system has worked quite well.
It has worked well, and the only issue at all we heard from some of the consumers was they didn't get their confirmation back saying the registration was successful. That was because of the volume that was there. Many people probably have already received that, but just as a precaution, we're going to be sending out a notification of registration at 7 p.m. tonight and for the next 2 days. And if you register today, you'll get that notification. Even if you get an appointment for tomorrow or Friday, you'll still get that notification for the next 3 days, just to be sure that you know your registration was successful.
So let's take a second and talk real quick about anybody that's out there that wants to register for and has not already done so. For anybody interested, you can go to our Sarasota County scgov.net homepage, and up at the top you'll see a purple banner, and you can click right here. That'll take you to the COVID-19 vaccine page. There are multiple points in here where you can register. You can click on register here. There's information on what type of information and consent forms you'll need when you go out to the site. Another vaccine registration click, as well as some tutorial videos that will tell you what you need to be able to register and walk you through the process. So anybody that has questions can also go there, and many of those questions may also answer questions they have that are calling on the call center.
You know, Rich, I think that's really important for viewers to know, because even those that have a little bit of trouble with the registration, they can go here and get the information they need to do it online and not have to wait on the phone line if they're able to do that.
Absolutely. And once you click on the vaccine registration, it'll take you right to the Everbridge portal. Click on register and begin the sign-up process. Now, you know, Chuck, a lot of folks have asked questions, well, why all of the information to register? And it's really important that each user has their own registration. It allows individuals and citizens to go back in and set up how they're notified for their appointments. It can be by phone, by text message, email. And so there's also some information requested in here that's important for your team in the Florida Shots and how we register them when they come through the site.
Absolutely. And the Florida Shot system, if you're not familiar with that, is a statewide vaccine registration program that we use for children and adults whenever we give vaccines. And so there's some basic information we collect that we need to put the vaccine information into Florida Shots that will really speed things up when people get out on site if we already have that information. So that's important. It's also important that individuals be able to change, if they happen to get the vaccine somewhere else and want to come back into their account and cancel their reservation, they'll be able to do that. And when more vaccines are available in our community, we'll have the ability, if we're going to have an event in a specific location, to see who's registered from those locations so we can target things in a better way.
That's a really great point, and it kind of segues right into what can citizens that have registered today expect over the next several days? We talked a little bit about the verification that'll be coming out, but how about those that maybe sent out appointments and other things over the next few days?
So appointments for tomorrow's vaccine clinic, for Thursday's clinic, have already been sent out, and many individuals are already confirming those. If you get an appointment, you'll get a notification through the method that you indicated, and it'll ask you, it'll tell you the appointment, where it's at, what time, and you just confirm yes or no. If you say no, you stay in the queue at the same place, and next time an opportunity comes, you'll get another text with that opportunity. So I think that's a really good system that will be useful for our community.
How many times can somebody go through a registration and not take it or decline it?
Well, we're set up so that they can decline a reservation opportunity 3 times and stay at the top of the list, but after the 3rd decline, we'll move them to the bottom of the list. They'll still stay on the list. It's also important to note that if the system tries to contact you and you don't respond, it will just, after 3 attempts, move on to the next person on the list, but leave you right there, and that will not count against you as a decline. It just was an unable to contact.
That's a really great point, Chuck. There's a lot of things going on. I know the team is already working for tomorrow and Friday. Can we expect more vaccine next week? Is that in the queue or process for next week? How's that going?
Well, we certainly expect to receive vaccine every week. I think it may be a few weeks before we're up to a volume that we could run vaccine clinics 7 days a week. But remember, next week is the first week that we'll start doing second doses for those that we began serving the week after Christmas.
I know we've covered a lot of ground today, and we really appreciate everybody's time. I think what we would ask for is patience as we continue to work through the system. Over 58,000 registrants so far today, and we'll continue to work on that. We ask for your patience. If you call the VAX hotline, once again, that's 941-861-VAXS or 8297. They'll be operational until 7 p.m. today and starting again tomorrow at 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. If you have any questions, please call them. We look forward to helping you over the next few weeks as we push the vaccine out through the health department and working together with them.
And just one final note, if you received a vaccine already and you're waiting for second dose, we will contact you separately. You do not need to register in the system.
Appreciate everybody's time. Thank you very much. Stay safe. Take care.